Johnny Magic here at Hline Conversions, EMJ Enterprises. No, it's actually eCharger Systems. That's where we're at. Back here today, we're going to talk about the yellow beast, the yellow H2, the yellow Duramax conversion. Man, it was great there for a couple of days. I was having an awesome time. Run into a little bit of problem though, and it's not really the problem because of the performance, but it's more a problem of what we call the Duramax sickness for the LOY. And I typically, or Hline typically, they're very critical on where their drivetrains come from, the history on them and stuff like this. However, normally if there's any warranty work or any kind of recall, throughout the years, that's typically taken care of by GM prior to us purchasing those drivetrains. That's the luxury of having something with a few miles, and we like them with the few miles. I mean, 40,000 miles is like awesome. 60,000 miles, still awesome. I mean, the service life on the Duramax is over 500,000 miles. 100,000 miles, I mean, these things are not even broken in. I've seen motors with 200,000 miles on them taken apart, for us to do a head stud kit or whatever upgrades. You still got cross hatches in the cylinder, in the cylinder. So, bulletproof. Don't be afraid of some miles, but definitely, do a little history check if you're out there buying your own, and you can do like a title search and see if it's been in warranty or recalls and stuff like that. But back to the LOY, there was a problem back in there in those days with head gaskets. It's either because of the what they call the torque to yield type of bolt that they used, or it was the material associated with the head gasket. Everybody's got their own theory, but normally it's taken care of. Well, this one wasn't. This is a very low miles. I mean, this thing's under 20,000 miles, and it didn't get that upgrade or that love. And so out there pounding on it, I found that we started building pressure into the coolant tank, and when that happens, you'll know pretty quick, because the Duramax typically doesn't build a lot of pressure into the cooling system. So on this side is the coolant pressure tank. And this is where I noticed the source of an issue. And normally, if it was a gas motor or whatever, you definitely don't want to ever take this cap off when it's hot. A diesel motor, not so much so. I mean, if you grab the upper radiator hose and it has no pressure in it, you're fine opening it up. It's not going to give you a big old hot bath. But, if it does make a noise like that, and you hear pressure in there, that's a concerning factor to me. That means that there apparently is a seep in the head gasket. It's building pressure up into the cooling system, which ultimately means that there's no kind of quick fix for that head gasket time it is. So we're getting ready to pull this lovely little yellow beast apart, put head gaskets in it. So while we're doing it, we might as well just take it to the next notch, and I would do this on every application from here on out if it has an LL in it in its name. So go ahead and put a head stud kit in it, head gaskets, and you'll be golden for the rest of your life, hopefully. And of course, we use all Pacific Performance Engineering parts and stuff like that. They're real good about giving us the right pieces, and we don't have to do the math on what's the best quality, because if they're using it, it's going to be better than what we'll ever need, because we don't do the kind of power that they do. But anyway, so that's what we're getting ready to do on this, and that'll correct that problem. And a lot of people, these things get out the door all the time. I see them running around, a year or two later, and it still has this pressure issue, and to me, it's not doing 100% as efficient as it could be with that problem, and sooner or later it's going to give out on you. So even if you run a compression check or whatever on your used motor, the best thing you can ever do is to look at a history of that engine that you're buying. Just run a VIN check on it, see if it's been in warranty, see if those things have been done. If they haven't been done, then I would definitely do it before you put it in the vehicle. Save you a bunch of time. So Johnny Magic here, EMJ or Hline or eChargers, that's where we're at. We'll see you. Bye.